Tribe. It's your boy. Back at it again. Shout out to all of the Soul Tribe that held it down while I was having a ton of lessons happen at one time over the past 3.5 months. But I'm back better than ever. And, you know what I'm saying, ready to drop some of this knowledge. Listen, you gotta understand something. People out here that want you to be humble. And I'm using the word humbled as a polite, terminology, confirmation. They really want you to get hurt or for you to be shut up, you know what I'm saying? Or, somebody to really just come out of nowhere and just probably sock you in the face. Look, man, there's no denying whenever you're glowing up, there's going to be haters out there that just can't even stand your face. But we all know if a hater's hating on you, man, they just hate themselves. Let's be real. There's absolutely no reason for it. Now, you guys make sure you smash that like button. It's extremely important right now, more so than ever. We're trying to get the channel back up and going and getting traffic flowing, and the only way to do that is for you guys to participate whenever you see a live stream pop up. I'm going to start scheduling them as well, but when you see one pop up, just go ahead and jump in. You know what I'm saying? And in the comment section, go ahead and voice your opinion and or drop some dope advice. Before I go downtown and live my life walking around, eating some ice cream, just want to talk to you about how you got haters out here that hate your face. I mean, you have haters out here that just wish the worst upon you, sending you evil eye. They love to hate to watch you. No, they love hate watching you. They have a passion for it. They send you evil eye every time they see you. Whatever you post, whenever you go live, some of these people think that they're witches and warlocks and they think they have some kind of magical powers. We're dealing with a lot of weirdos out here, y'all. Like, you don't understand how deep the rabbit hole goes. And all you're doing is handling your business, becoming a greater version of yourself, becoming the greatest version of yourself. But you don't understand how much that pisses people off. There we go. Wake up. There we go. You don't know how much that pisses people off. You minding your business is a pain in a lot of people's side. It makes their booty itch. I'm trying to tell you, man. Panoramic, you guys make sure you're drinking water. Nothing like that good old, I'm not gonna say ice cold because I do room temperature. But anyway, you're out here working out, grounding yourself, drinking plenty of water, also smashing that like button to support your favorite content creator. Now, this seems like just part of your process, and you're not even thinking that anyone's paying any attention in a bad way. Like, you're, obviously thinking that women are going to pay attention, but you're not thinking that you got haters out here that are watching you as well, hoping that you fall off, hoping that you stop working out, hoping that you stop eating right, hoping that you stop fasting, hoping that you stop drinking water. They just wish the worst on you. And they come back and watch you every day to see if any of the things they've wished upon you has happened. And to their dismay, every time they come back, you're better than ever. You're looking greater, and it really causes them to get extremely upset. Look, I know you don't care, right? But we're going to talk about it today. And a lot of these are dudes that are losers and they don't get female attention. And see, when you're just out here minding your business, you don't understand when you're an attractive guy how much attention that you take and how lower class peasant males will feel like you're taking attention that they could get, even though there's no way that any woman in her right mind would look at any of these leftover funny looking ass dudes, right? Mushmouth weirdos. They still think, and this is really just projection, but they seriously make themselves believe that you're hindering them from getting access to attention from women that they want to get it from, as if they would get attention from women anyway. They're not attention getters, but it's easy to blame it on you than to, look at themselves and be like, okay, I'm super ugly, but what can I do with this ugly? Now if you're see, here's the thing about it. You can always become a comedian. And here's the thing about comedians. They're either people that are attractive or people that are super ugly. There's no in between. If you're on that spectrum of super ugly, you could be funny looking enough. Just, you'll be funny by how funny looking you are. Okay? So think about that for one. But don't, because sometimes people don't understand that as a content creator, or you know what I mean, that some people is watching you because you're funny looking and you're funny sounding. Don't get it mixed up. Don't think that you're dropping something profound. No. While you're mush mouth dropping best you can, decently coherent sentences, people are really just laughing at you, man. And some of you mush mouth goofies out here that I see hating on me, you know what I mean? I can't make reaction videos because y'all are so funny looking. You know what I mean? I have to watch who I pick on because I'll seem like a bully if I'm making reaction videos to some of you funny looking ass content creators, man. So I have to, go and find women that look good and dudes that got their lives together, because otherwise it's going to look like somebody's picking on them. Oh, hang on for a second, guys. Let me put on Do Not Disturb. We're not having this happen. I'll have not getting random text messages when I go live. We're not doing that. You guys smash it. Hey, what's going on, no? What's going on? Yeah, listen, guys. So you're on this journey. You're looking better and better. And women are loving it. What's going on? Hey, Andy, what's up, man? You're on this journey and women are noticing you. And as you're getting noticed, you're having dudes hate on you. Now, you're also having women hate on you, but that's a whole different subject. These women that are hating on you are women that are unhealed. And there's a trauma about them that finds you attractive, but also terrifying. It's a weird psychological thing with these females, man. I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you, man. Come on, fly around the road, you know what I'm saying? It's 25 down through here. I hate to be that old guy, but I will be today. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, man. Yeah, it's getting a little bit chilly out here, but I've been walking around and I need to get back on TikTok and work out. You guys, I gotta start making my rounds on all social media. I'm just getting started, so bear with me. But I will start scheduling these live streams. I have so much stuff written down from the past 3.5 months that I have content for years. I got content for years, man. So what I'm gonna do is just start, dropping this stuff, seeing what you guys like, and working from there. But I don't even think it's so much about what you guys like. It's about consistency. I'm figuring this thing out, man. Now, as you're out here and about, because I'm telling you, I'm speaking from a real life, grassroots, boots on ground type of perspective. I'm not talking like online. Online, it's the wild, wild west, but when you're out in public, man, women will flirt with you. You won't even be noticing it. I was at my son's hospital appointment And I was really bothered by this. This lady was helping her mother or her aunt or whatever. You know, they got senior citizens in there going to the hospital all the time, man. They got to go anytime that they cough or whatever, you know. Could be their last one, their last cough. So got to take them to the hospital. This lady was like adjusting the woman's feet in the wheelchair, and she was bending over straight to the front, right in front of me. Like I'm sitting in the chair with my phone in my hand, smiling, you know, loving life, skin glowing, and then this lady bends over straight to the front, right in, I'm like, and then she's like doing all this, and she's not bending her knees or nothing, just straight to the front. And I'm just like, my son's on the other side of me, you know, and everybody acts like they don't see this going on. This lady's butt was like right here. You know what I'm saying? Just had to put that out there, man. Women will get extremely comfortable in front of you. It's not even like they got directly flirt. When a woman, listen, another form of flirting is body language. It doesn't have to be verbal. It can be the woman is extremely comfortable around. When women are comfortable around you, that's a form of flirting. Women are always on edge, man. Listen to women talk online. They're always talking about, honey, these guys around here, and they're on the hunt, and our coochies are always, you know, vulnerable, and ain't nobody gonna snatch you up. We don't like drag y'all back to no cave, but that's how they talk. So when you have women that are comfortable, and you know, I've noticed this lately, what goes on when I speak to women, excuse me, they're either playing with their hair, they'll start adjusting their hair and act like they're about to bun it up, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you had it down the whole time, you know, or they'll just start making these body gestures, man. And I'm not reading too much into things, man, trust me, you know, it's the glow up. And when you have women that can't help but instinctively want to get themselves together and look their best for you no matter what situation it is, whether working or whatever, you know, that means something. That means your energy itself is so magnetic, it's so charismatic that you don't have to speak, that women are just drawn to you. Now you gotta remember, I always dress the part when I go out. Like, you know, I'm in a great, completely healed mood. You guys don't know that my dress game is dope. You know what I'm saying? Everything I do is dope, but my dress game is dope. So you gotta smash that like button. So when I get myself together, got my clothes together, you know what I'm saying? I mean, your boy cleans up nice. Women are thrown off guard by how well I clean up. Like, I can walk into a place and these women can have men. It don't even matter. They will be completely thrown off by how I dress because they're not expecting for me to have a dress game on this level, right? But I just max out the stats on everything when it comes to my main character energy. I max out the stats. Dress game, gotta have the dopest fits, man. You know, gotta have my social media up, fitness up, learning something new, entrepreneur, business making. All the stats, man, gotta be maxed out. Went to a new gym yesterday, and of course, my gym pros. This, that was a dude. Man, look, dudes are gonna hate on you the minute that you have yourself together, even if women don't even. It's like an instinctive thing. You know what I'm saying? When dudes notice that you're, you know, that's a good idea too, man. I'm glad you brought that up. The minute you brought that up and I seen gym, I remembered I'm supposed to go to this place called the Alpha Gym because my son wants to go to the gym now because he has his leg brace off and his crutches are gone, and he wants to, you know, get in there and do some cardio and, you know, do some very light weightlifting, so he's not just doing it during his physical therapy. And I'm, you know, trying to support that as well as I want to find a gym, and I need to get to that gym, man. But I appreciate that. But yeah, dudes, man, if they know that you are a woman getter, they automatically make it seem like you're taking prospects from them, and they would never have a chance with these women anyway. But they act like you're taking prospects from them, right? And you're not paying these women no attention, like you were saying. You know, those were obviously females, or, you know what I mean, you wouldn't have been calling them that, right? So you weren't even paying them no attention. But these dudes, man, they see your aura and your energy, and this is you know, part of the process of your glow up. Like dudes just, they'll find a reason to hate on you. Like I have dudes hating on me, right? That think that I'm arrogant and cocky and um, think that like I deserve certain things. But these dumb Negroes keep watching me. Why are you watching me? Like it never makes sense to me for people to think that it's okay to keep watching someone that you can't wait to see humbled. How are you manifesting good energy on yourself? And some of these people are content creators. How are you manifesting good energy on yourself or any good energy around you, and you're basking in negative energy that you're creating? You're a creature of chaos, right? You know, you're just out here, you're creating drama, and you're feasting on the energy. And I guess, you know, you being a chaos agent, you need to use this to fuel yourself to make content. I don't know. But I just sit and watch people that hate on me. And I study those that study me, and I look at the psychology of it. Like, I don't look at what they're saying about me directly, trying to, you know, get under my skin. I think about like what grown man sits there and watches another grown man, hate watches another grown man. What does this Negro have in his life? Like what why wouldn't he think that, you know what I'm saying, there's a million and one better things to be doing, right? And then you realize how impactful your energy is, but still you think like, how dumb can you be? And then you realize these people are massive idiots. You know what I'm saying? Oh, absolutely. I don't know who this Negro is that I seen hate watching me earlier. Just, you know, anytime I see somebody with a pencil, you know, a little pencil lineup, you know what I mean? It ain't been done since like the early 90s. So I already know the dude is not really, you know what I'm saying, thinking logically. But these people, man, it's strange to me. And, you know, again, that's just an example. But what they do is this is what I mean by when they try to find a way to articulate hate towards you so they can project it outwardly and tell other people and try to make it make sense. But when you boil it down, it's like you're a grown man having a problem with another grown man that's not doing nothing to you, and you're waiting on something bad to happen to them. That's weird, bro. Like that's weird. And you can you know, call it whatever you want to or describe me however makes you feel better so you can sleep at night. But the overall fact is you're watching another grown man wishing the worst on this dude, and you know he don't even know who you are. Like that's strange behavior. But you know they'll articulate it. Like I listen to the things they talk. I'm like, well, you know, you're trying to make it make sense. But if anybody with common sense would think about whatever you're saying, like if he was talking to people that he knew, and like, oh yeah, this person's always worried about what everybody else thinks, and he thinks he deserves this and that, and he feels entitled to. He'd be like, do you know this person? You know, like stuff like that. It's really the people around these idiots that's failing them. It's really this. But then again, they're surrounding themselves with those people. So, you know what I mean? It's just a perpetuated horrible cycle, man. Idiocracy. It's just, you know, and you just be like, man, listen, if you're on your grind and you're doing what you have to do, you wouldn't make the time to make full videos talking about how, you know what I'm saying, you're not like this person, you're not like that person, right? You wouldn't make the time. Hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on? But yeah, man, you have no idea. Also, I'm gonna start making reaction videos to these spiritual people. There's females out here, and I guess dudes, that you would never expect that are into that kind of stuff. You know, that are online flipping cards and stuff, and also talking about some pretty demonic things, or like practicing witchcraft openly online. It's crazy that they don't get flagged for it or nothing like that. But they're just, and this stuff, man, I wouldn't say nothing about it, but the things I've watched in that spiritual community, I've seen it being spoken on mainstream platforms like Divine Feminine. That stuff came from the spiritual community. More specifically, I would say the tarot community. I don't, so if people are using that vernacular, right, they have to be watching it. So if it's making it mainstream, where women are on platforms talking about I'm a divine feminine. Oh, wait a minute, that came from the tarot community. How much other stuff are you watching? Because they're talking about wizards and that crap and all kind of stuff. So they're these women are witches. You look, man, you can't speak any kind of rational thought to someone, because the biggest part of witchcraft is word magic, right? Like, it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's word magic. It's babbling. It's speaking in circles. It's trying to make things make sense that aren't real. It's manipulation on the highest level. That's really what it is. And when these women are out here putting this kind of crap in the ether, and then women that are lost, that are dating coaches or whatever, see this shit, and then they're like, oh, I can say these things on my dating coach stuff, and no one knows what it is or where it came from, and I sound like I'm, really tapped in. Well, you're tapping into dark magic and uh, um, um, uh, witchcraft and things of that nature, thinking that you're just, no, because like when I look at the views on some of this stuff and some of the things that these women are speaking about, again, when I hear women telling other women, because it's a lie, oh, your divine masculine is out there, and he's coming for you, and no one's coming for you, no one's coming to save you. Why are you telling them this? Why are you telling them that he's getting himself together? No one's doing that. If you look at anything in the stats that's saying that men are walking away, why are you lying to these women like that? You're doing it to make money. You want to keep profiting off their sorrow. And I really feel like light needs to be shined on this, and not just, there's other women doing in other sectors, but the other sectors, like the dating coach sector, they're getting checked. Those women that are putting out all this crazy stuff about hating men and they're getting checked, but that sector is not being checked, man. That's why I feel like some light needs to be shined on it. They're consistently getting online and they're putting out man hate disguised as spiritual advice or tarot readings, but it's man hate. It's man hate, and it's talk in the sense of, like it's supposed to be like women's empowerment, but it's not that. It's the consistent. They sound like all the rest of these jaded women online that normally are talking about dating advice, but they're on the spiritual side of it, dropping this same man hate. It's never, because you remember, a lot of these people try to say it's gender neutral. Well, then why are they always talking about the man is doing this wrong, this divine masculine is doing this? It's man hate disguised. It's bitter, broken women that are online disguising themselves as spiritual leaders, that's just on here dropping more man hate from their failed relationships, because none of these women are married. I'm watching these motherfuckers, dude. I've been doing it for like a year. I'm like watching a bunch of them. And I'm just like, nah, this is disguised man hate, right? You're using these fucking cards and that's why no man can listen to a woman or follow a woman. That whole spiritual community is driven and led by women. And when you're led by women, especially on the spiritual side, they're never wrong. They're always trying to make sense of stuff. Well, I intuitively knew, or the spirits, or what? Whose spirits? What spirit? What do you do? God ain't talking to you through no damn cards. Who are you trying to fool? See, this is the stuff I'm talking about, right? And I have no problem with it when it's entertainment. But when I hear these women really going in deep and trying to psychologically describe men using tarot cards and or being a prophetic word chick, I think that they're way outside their lane. I think they need to get back to flipping their Uno cards, or if you're a prophetic word chick, you need to go back through your Bible verses and regurgitate what you, but I think y'all are getting out of pocket when you're telling men what to do. Just like dating coaches out here trying to give men fashion advice. We don't need for you to give us fashion advice. We need to find women that like the way that we dress. We're not trying to change ourselves to fit a mold for a woman that's going to want us to change it seasonally. See, this is stupid ass talk. This is women monetizing off of men, and they're still monetizing off of men, but they're monetizing off of women's trauma that they haven't healed from men. And it's disgusting behavior. And they'll disguise it as leadership and man, nah, dude. I see right through that shit. See, women that aren't broken, when they're doing these kind of these spiritual women, it's an overall message for everyone. The broken ones are always specifying women because they're hurt and they don't, you can't be a leader. And I'm talking to all of y'all chosen one ladies and all that. I'm talking to you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. How in the world are you calling yourself a leader, but you're specifying things towards women who the country's been given to right now, and everyone with sense knows that women need to be held accountable right now? So how in the world are you healing or helping anything by making content telling women you're powerful, you're great, you know, your divine masculine is going to find you? No man is looking for women right now. You're having to approach men. So by you going against that, you're setting those women up for failure. So what are you doing? I'm gonna tell you what you're doing. You're leftovers, and you're getting online and you're projecting, you know, your frustrations that you're leftovers and you know you don't qualify for the men that you want, and you're dragging as many women into hell with you as you can. And you're disguising it as spiritual leadership, prophetic word stuff, tarot readings, channel the messages, whatever you people are doing. If you're out here still in 2024, in the late months of 2024, telling women all these men are messing up and don't listen to men, you know, you're not leftovers, don't listen to men. If you have kids, no, they need to listen to the men that they want to be with, not listen to some leftover woman who don't have a man at all, let alone the kind of man or men that these women want, right? You're out here, you know, like I told y'all, that's why I don't make content where I'm saying, okay, this is for men and women. Now, I make content for men and I will correct women, but I'm not doing that gender neutral thing over here no more at all, because women are always looking for guidance. If they don't get it from you because you're being too nice about it, they'll get it from some goofy, leftover, hood, ratchet ass female online who can barely speak proper English, running her mouth about her vague story and stories of failed relationships that she just can't seem to let go. So she's always got something negative to say about men. And also, these failed relationships jade these women, and these women watch male content creators like podcasters online, and they project their failed experiences on these podcasters and then try to judge these podcasters they don't know, i.e. myself, as if they have the right to, or they know anything about us. They don't. They don't know nothing about nothing. This is why you can't sit here and listen to women babbling on and on and on. They're always looking for leadership. If they're not getting it from you directly, then they're stalking and studying some male online, or they're watching some goofy female that's trying to lead them. They're never going within and getting themselves straightened out. No. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're our rib. They're looking for leadership. The problem is they want to lead themselves. And let them lead themselves into chaos. We're not going to sit here and try to middleman it anymore, talk sense into these females anymore. Let them do what they do. Let them do what they do, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm glad you brought that up. Definitely something that we needed to talk about. And again, when you're protected by the Most High God, you're not worried about no doggone dolls, hoodoo, voodoo, sudo, moodoo. You got no time for that, man. You know what I'm saying? If they want to get whatever karma comes back on them for trying it on an innocent whatever, you know what I mean? You just stay, you know, prayed up, armored up with God. You don't be worried about none of that stuff. They can do whatever makes them feel better, helps them sleep at night. You know what I mean? When you're shining, you always got peasants out here that are trying to throw shit at you, right? You know what I mean? You gotta acknowledge all the shit. And again, I'm just wrapping this up, but this is the stuff that I notice. And again, dating coaches do it as well. They get on here talking about they're giving out advice. They're giving out jaded advice from a broken woman that is not healed yet. So her perspective is fucked up, it's biased, And then she'll get online babbling using all kind of trending buzzwords. And if you're not able to see through the bullshit, you won't know what you're really listening to. I can see through the bullshit. I judge everything I'm looking at. Your presentation, how you speak, right? Cussing a lot, hood. Oh, you're from the hood. Okay. Then you're from the hood. You're probably from poverty. Okay, what does that imply? Everything that poverty in the hood implies, you probably went through it. Because if you're not trying to break that cycle, you're not trying to sound any different, then you might be proud of it in a certain kind of way. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but that's just what I do. That's how I like break stuff down. You know what I mean? So if you come from struggle and poverty, you know, you might not have, according to the stats, been raised in a two-parent household, probably a single mother situation. It's going off the stats. You know, and this is how I break stuff down, man. How are you presenting yourself? Are you covered in tattoos? You got a bunch of rings in your face, all kind of different coping mechanisms from the traumas you never healed from your childhood and the failed relationships you've been in. Oops. Did I say too much? I'm sure I'm pissing y'all off right now because I'm reading like a book. It is what it is, right? I told you, you get online, a lot of you females start babbling. You talk too much and you talk too fast. And the more information you give me, the quicker I can break it down, the kind of fool you are. You know, you talk too much, you talk too fast. You're online. Let me tell you something else. When you're online playing victim all the time, it's hard for somebody to want to relate to whatever you're saying. When you're always the boo-hoo victim, it's always somebody against me or somebody coming after me, the black women or someone's coming after. Can nobody relate to that? And nobody wants to be with that. I don't even know why y'all sit here and study the men you find attractive. I've gotten to the point where I've realized most American women don't like us like that, man. They just want to argue. And I don't want to argue with people. I want to go get some peace in Thailand, Germany, or somewhere else, and then make money. You know what I'm saying? Make money off you people, but I'm not trying to argue with y'all, man. But it's 2 o'clock. I don't want to hold y'all. I'll be back on here dropping some more dope content, man, and some great discussions while we're out here in nature. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I used to do and, you know, bringing it back. You know, when I stepped away from it for a little bit, I noticed a lot of people, you know, ain't walking in nature. And see, here's the thing about it. Like I told you before, they mock you, then they copy you, then they try to replace you, right? When they think that I'm stepping away from something for good, that's when they slide in and try to do it. They don't know that I always come back to stuff. I just have things going on. I can't get to it, but I notice how things shift and how people start doing things. Kind of when I start, you know, adding something new, they'll start doing the things that I was doing right before I start doing that new stuff. I'm always going to go back to the stuff that I do. I never stop doing things. As a matter of fact, I'm going to add things that you guys can't do. I'm going to start working out on YouTube. You guys are not going to do that. You're not going to work out. You're damn sure not going to do it on YouTube. You're too lazy. You're too out of shape. You're not going to do it. Yeah. So I can say it out loud, and I ain't got to worry about you copying me because you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. You know, and if you do it, salute. You become a better fucking person. So either way, I win. Either way, I win. You know, just like I'm winning now. You copying me, I'm still winning. Because when you copy me, the way I dress, speak, talk, or whatever, you're upgrading yourself. You're welcome. Salute. You're welcome. You know what I mean? I don't care. I just like making sure I bring it to y'all's attention because I ain't on here to kiss any ass or nothing. I just say what I say. I say what I notice. Ain't nothing wrong. And if I don't say what I notice, other people out there that might notice the same kind of stuff will feel like they're some weirdo or no, you're not alone. You're not alone. That's why I'm here. I could go along to get along or keep my mouth shut and get more views. Man, listen, if you ain't real enough to be able to handle these real words, I don't want you rocking with me. I don't want you watching my stuff, right? And I want people to be humble enough to understand that's how you get blessed from God. You don't get blessed by copying people and acting like you're not and throwing shade and whatever, dude. Look at yourselves in the mirror. That's why you look the way you do. Man, I rise every AM like, I look better and better. Y'all rise and be like, oh, shit, I got to go look in the mirror. Shit. And make sure lights are dim. I ain't got time for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for y'all. But anyway, you guys smash that like button. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. If you're new to the channel, Go ahead and subscribe. You know you want to. Go ahead and do it. Do it. Do it. Also, drop a comment. Let me know, what do you think? Do you think I'm full of it? I know there's a lot of females out there watching, and I'm sure you want to say something. But watch what you say, because I might say something to you that might have you rethinking life. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. But I promise you, I will not say something that's going to have you thinking that your mother should have swallowed, or your dad should have left you running down the back of your mother's left thigh. I won't say nothing that critical. I can guarantee it, all right? Confirmation. Now, anyway, y'all, blessings. Have a great day. Let's finish out this Thursday. I got plenty of content coming. I'm going to go get something to eat. It's time for me to finally break my fast. I'm starving. You guys make sure you stay on top of your fitness. What else can I say? God is great.